Adesanya will lose at UFC 305. He is past his prime. At 35, he isn't the same fighter he was before. His last few fights, he has not looked good. He lost to Strickland. Most people thought he would breeze through Strickland since he is known as a striker. So he was supposed to go out there and stick and move and outpoint him. In the last 3 years, Izzy has gone 4-3. Even his wins, they have been pretty boring. For example, the fight against Martin Vittori. It went the distance and it was not exciting at all. Another forgettable fight was against Jared Cannonier. Izzy has been squeaking by, doing enough just to win. Other than knocking out Alex Pereira, Izzy hasn't finished anyone in about 4 years. Even in that fight, Alex was winning the first 2 rounds until he got clipped, which was more of Alex's mistake since he just unloaded on Izzy like if he was a heavy bag. Dricus, on the other hand, he is in his prime. He is big and strong for the middleweight division. Also, I know MMA math doesn't make sense, only because Dricus just beat Strickland doesn't guarantee he will win against anyone who Strickland beat. However, in this case, Dricus will beat Izzy. Stylistically, this will be a tough fight because Dricus is quite unorthodox. He doesn't rely on crisp technique and timing. He kind of just swings for the fences and relies on his physical strength to dominate his opponents. On paper, the old Izzy should comfortably beat a wrestler with wild striking. But this current version of Izzy will be taken down and will be pressured on the feet. Dricus will land some shots on him. He is full of confidence now that he is a champion. Dricus was able to finish Whitaker by TKO in the second round. That same Whitaker gave Izzy a much harder time in their last fight, which went to a decision, which some people thought Whitaker should have won. It also has to play in both of their minds how Izzy lost to Strickland. Izzy will go in there tentative, unsure of himself. If Izzy loses this fight, it might be the end of his title hopes, and he might not challenge for the title again. He came so close to being seen as the greatest middleweight of all time. But with his current losses, that ship has sailed. I am looking forward to this fight. I think it will go to a decision though. Izzy will try to avoid engaging the whole fight. He will be on the move. To assure the victory, Dricus needs to apply pressure. Get on the inside and stay there. He needs to keep Izzy up against the cage and use dirty boxing, or take Izzy down. Both ways would make Izzy's counter striking a non-issue. It would be harder to try and keep Izzy on the ground though, since Izzy is quite slippery and able to get on his feet. But he needs to keep the possibility for takedowns in Izzy's mind by attempting some. The card overall is quite weak. It really is top heavy and relies on the main event, which is kind of funny because Dana always said that the UFC, unlike boxing, always stacks cards with good fights from top to bottom. However, in recent times, most cards really only have a good main event, just like in boxing. Anyways, who do you think will win the main event? Let me know in the comments below. If you like the content, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so it really helps me to reach that goal. Thanks.